Alright. What is up, guys? Hunter here, on the hunt. Back with the motherfucking video, bro. We out here. We out here with, Katawa Shoujo. What do you call it? I'm looking at the second monitor right now. It has all the pronunciations for the names that we have been given out so far. So, it'll take me a little time to get used to it, but I will be calling them Katawa Shoujo, by the way, is the name of this game. I finally got that right. Um, it might take me a little while. I might look over here and see what's going on, remember pronunciation, and come back to the game. So I apologize if I do that in the middle of this. But let's go ahead and get into this. Recording this on the same day as episode 2. And yeah, let's get into it. I didn't save my game. Alright, we're going to take a quick jump cut and be right back when I get back to where we left off. Alright, we're back. We're on the right video this time, or right place. Start this game, and just to make sure, I'm gonna save my game over this one. Yes, thank you. Alright, so now we're ready to play this game. I think I already read that. And this. So we just got to our room. And we're basically looking around. Oh yeah, my mom, like, she put up all my uniforms, the note. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would be something to do. It's still too early to put down the note on the desktop and lie down on the bed feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too, I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, ooh, we're gonna pop them pills. I got some water. There's nothing in this glass. I got all you fools, bro. It's still in my bottle. Alright, the bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. Bro, what's he got in here? He got a little codeine, a little bit of good stuff, because I'll have some. Pick up one and check it to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued on pharmacy label. 1 second. This is how you pronounce this guy's name. Hisao Naki. Hisao Naki. Hisao Naki. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Don't miss dinner, bro. Oh, it's dark. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls. Long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, and nest-like. The chill passes for room temperature here. Soon, a lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliar. I can't say that word. Unfamiliar. Can't say that word. I'm fear creeping up on my spine. You guys know how to say that, and so do I, but it just doesn't want to come out. So, I'm not going to force it. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Chapter 2? Katawa Shoujo? Shoujo? Katawa Shoujo. Wake up in a strange room. A solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room? Third room this year, and I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is possessed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. Stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake a pill out, and pop the tablet from a foil sheet. Yo, we poppin' pills, dog. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like a normal school, except for the people. I think back to the talk with Kenji yesterday. One second, I have the pronunciation of this girl's name. It is Misha. 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 Misha's consistent laughter, and one second, the pronunciation of this one. I will get these down. Shizune's nickname is Shikan, or Shizunmake, class rep, Shizune. Alright. Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure there's others. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I don't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I could join one. All through classes, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. I did that without looking, guys. We gotta get a round of applause for that. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Here she comes. Ah, sorry. Sorry, Shishkin. What was it again? Shikin. Sorry, Shikin. Is there something you wanted from me? Ah, I see. That's a good question, Hikan. Hikan? Hikan? My first thought is that means she doesn't know what is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Alright. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with doing whatever. So, you actually transfer it in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's this festival about? Tell me a little bit. She freezes. Well, I don't know. Econ, the truth is, it's a local event, so I'm not from this area. So, she starts signing desperately to Fuck, I forgot how to say it. Suzune, asking her to bail her out. Suzune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly uh, grandiose flourish.
Grandiose. Grandiose.
I also didn't know that word. Grandiose. Wow. Grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh, who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words at me with a very uh, disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud, I can see heads turning in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolved with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and, and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. We're in the middle of class and we should start working. That's right, Shikan. What? That's right, Hakan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it doesn't have... It also does that very other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. In the corner of my eye, I see this girl with long hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she's working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hey, Khan, is something wrong? Do I look uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like, we're asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought we'd go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. That's what we wanted to do. We're good. You want to have lunch together then? Yeah, let's do it. Yay! Most of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put up any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work in time. I'm just glad we finished it all, and it's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Akon. Impossible, really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Bisha is always moving her hands and signing not everything she says, but what anyone else is saying is a given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. That should be and I. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm supposed to be looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. But it'd be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing. I don't think so. It's not a contest, because contests are competitors over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Anyways, I flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hakan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hakan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence and my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Susan A. pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. What do you want to eat? Cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? In my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until the end of my freshman year. I wonder if this is a similar place to eat there. Misha seems to imply as much. Susan A. and Misha pulled me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in a classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had lunch boxes. After we finished eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. You wanted me to tell you about clubs, right? Yeah. Right. Shakan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to the face. Con, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. All the teams and players like anything. As of late, I just read a lot. There's a book club, Shakan, right, but it seems like they all have the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Con, it's a really popular club. Okay, but more to the point, Con, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? No, not really. Good, great. That's great, Con. Really great. No reason. We just want to suck your dick, you know. That's all. Well, Con, other than clubs, is a student council. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was very melodramatic setup, though. Just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shuzune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shuzune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has her voice whenever she says. Right, Hakan. Maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should join them. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hakan. Shakan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shakan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shuzune and Bisha might not exactly be most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shuzune quickly adjusts her glasses, signs something to Bisha. Ah, of course. We're not trying to get you to join the student council because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try to get you to admitting to that. No. We admit nothing. I mean, Hakan, of course it'd be nice if you joined, but we'd appreciate it, but even without joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. It's true, Hakan. You don't want to spend all the time with us after school. Don't you want to spend more time with us after school? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if it's really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin. Yo, he's got feelings! He's got feelings for them! Well, so it's all of them. Welcome to the student council. Wait, no. Ah, see, of course, it wouldn't go this easy. Yep, that's right, though it would be boring if it went smoothly. Oh well. Oh, you were betting? Hey, my life's not a game here. Shuzune seems very intrigued by this when Misha assigns it to her. That's interesting, Hakan. Let's play a game. How about Rich Man, Poor Man? Hakan, if you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council. That isn't my goal, but what this means is that both of you can team up, and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So, Very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something to di di disingen us? That makes me sad. Sorry. It's hard to tell where Susanne influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. How about a game of paper football instead? Rich man, poor man. Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it at the goalpost that you make with your fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Chikan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How'd you know? Susanne frowns at Misha, telling me she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me to join the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anybody who was a member, so it interests me. Oh, I just figured out I can scroll with my mouse wheel to before and after things. I've never been on one before, or even know anyone who is a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shoujo and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Con, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what it is. It's really fun. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shoujo would be good at it. If you want to play, we could play after school. Really, Shikam? We can play just for fun. Hakan, Shikan. Sorry. Looking at my phone. Hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then. Hakan, wait, what? Why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree. I am so tired. I'm about to... Alright. Sorry to do this. This will be a double upload day. I'll get 2 episodes of this game out. I'm just tired. It's like 1 in the morning right now, at the time of recording this. If you look right there at the bottom right of my screen. It is almost 1 a.m. I'm tired. I'm struggling on reading this fucking game. We're gonna save the game over this, and this day will be a double upload. So I'm sorry that this has been rough. I know it has. I know I haven't been talking well. I'm just tired. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep and take a crack at it in the morning. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. As always, leave a like on the video, thumbs it up, whatever, smash the like button, and appreciate you guys coming out, all of you, and I'll talk to you later.